Quad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Griffins and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Griffins head coach told me this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Cal Bears kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the return, it's Grove. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First carry of the season. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's got it. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And now the Griffins are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Iamaleava. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Hits inside, it's Knight. Down he goes.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Grove. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Making his first move. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolitelli. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. There he goes. Touchdown, Griffin. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Number 15, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go play action with Sangapovatelli. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Sangapovatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick give. It's Knight. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And now the Griffins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Keeps it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Jaren Kiave Sangapovatelli throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense got it. Just a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Hendricks. Caught, and he's got room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Iamaleava. Right side, it's Matthews. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field is Iamaleava. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Iamaleava. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Griffins.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The running back has it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Pass to 6. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. Throwing Sangapolatele. Almost picked off.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He's past the sticks. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Songo Politelli rushes on. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Fitted in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 29, set to kick this one.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Play action, Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Turning it on. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
23 on the play. And first down for the offense.
And now the Griffins are rolling down the field. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Going to the run, it's Knight. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And now the Griffins are threatening on 1st and goal. They run the reverse. And he's in. Touchdown, Griffin.
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. JKS. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second down to the air. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolitelli looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Iamaleava under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On the move, it's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He's got 93 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. That's the way you get things going, a huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Griffin. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to the back. Pull to the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Songapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Griffins start this drive and the offense looks ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. defense headed out onto the field to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. So the Griffins start this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Oh, the sweet feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And now the Griffins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava escapes the pressure to his right. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Got a little touchdown, Griffin, and they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he added the extra point.
Number 15, safety kickoff.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. The handoff. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. Out wide left, it's Perry. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sangapolatelli on the play action. Fires to the wideout. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cal! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Start this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And now the Griffins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Griffins will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Sangapolatelli, play action. Unloads it left. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 4th down, Sangapolatelli. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Sangapolatelli. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Inside the 30. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Lets it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. attempt the try. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Grove. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Griffins start this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need
first down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Iamaleava. Caught. It's Grove. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's past the marker. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Touchdown, Griffin! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about
gashing the knee on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. JKS. Oh, pressure's coming. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They want to throw it. Look out! He makes a catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using his legs, it's Knight. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start.